What's going on, guys? Back with another video. Lot to get into today. First I'll start off with, I know I had been doing these every week, and they end up getting pretty time consuming. So it was kind of detouring for me making other videos. So I've kind of been trying to do this more like maybe bi-weekly. When there's a lot of news, I'll still do them every week, or kind of like what I've been doing lately is I'll do little maybe side videos of just short news topics or whatever if I think it's something that is really exciting or pertains to this channel. Otherwise, like I said, I've been trying to do more videos with other content, and I think you guys seem to have been liking the format better that way anyways. So I'll still be doing these as we go along. I just don't know if they're going to be every week. Sometimes they may be every week, sometimes they may not. But we're going to get into just some arcade news as far as like what tables are available out there at what stores. I know I did a video about just the Best Buy Black Friday ads. And I told you I'd probably do a follow-up video later. This week coming up is Black Friday. So I'm going to go over just probably like, I don't know, maybe around 10 or 15 of like just the best deals that I feel that are out there as far as games for this week. So we can kind of check those out. And we also got a bunch of pickups to get into. So boatload of pickups to get into at the end. And also I'll be doing a giveaway, for the Game & Watch, the Super Mario Brothers. I'm going to start the giveaway today. This will go to 900 subs. So 900 subs or the end of February, whenever that comes. Hopefully, hopefully we can get there before Christmas, and I can get it can be like more of a Christmas gift, but I don't know if it will get there that fast. But like I said, 900 subs or the end of February, whichever comes first. So I'll put a link down in the description, and you can go ahead and get into that giveaway, and let's go ahead and get started. So first off, with the arcade news that kind of like we wanted to talk about, I did the video, like I think the last video that I did about the arcades, talked about the Sega Outrun. They dropped the Sega Outrun Arcade1Up. That was at a Arcade1Up Direct. I went ahead and got my pre-order. Oddly enough, that's already shipped out. So that was supposed to come, I thought, mid-December. I got a shipping notification Thursday that that's coming, so I may have that before December. On the flip side, that's going to be a Christmas present for the kids, so I won't be able to open that up and do like an unboxing or a review or nothing like that, because I may do it after Christmas, but by then I'm sure you'll probably have plenty of reviews, so I probably will just skip it by that point in time. But anyways, that was a direct from Arcade1Up for $449, $500. Now GameStop has already come out and they've posted their listings. So that's going to be available at GameStop for $550. Now from GameStop, I think you get free shipping. The Arcade1Up was $500, then $57 for shipping. So it actually works out to be around the same price whether you got it from GameStop or Arcade or the Arcade1Up's direct. But just in case you were wondering, they are sold out at Arcade1Up. But the GameStop seems to be still available, and that looks like it's supposed to release December 10th. So you can check that out if you thought that you had missed the one from Arcade1Up. Also, the Golden Axe cabinet, that was one that was $400. It was a direct Arcade1Up Direct. It wasn't available at retailers. Now they've made that available from GameStop, and that's $500. I think that was originally $400 from Arcade1Up. It's going to be $500 at GameStop, but it'll be similar. I think you get free shipping. So if you paid $400 for it, or at Arcade1Up, then you would have probably had to pay $50-$60 for shipping. I think they did have a period where they had free shipping for that, but that's supposed to be one of the better cabinets out there. I passed on it just because I have a couple 4-player cabinets already that take up a lot of space. I want to fit a racing cabinet, I want to fit a pinball, I want to fit yada 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 yada. I only got so much space, so I passed on it, but I've heard it's a very good cabinet, and I was very tempted to get it, and that was kind of the reason behind why I did my Pi 4 mod on my TMNT cabinet, which came out really good, and it played the Revenge of Death at are very good, so I kind of didn't feel the need to. I feel like I could pass on it, but it is supposed to be really, really good, and if you're looking for a solid Sega cabinet, that's one to look into. And like I said, that's available at GameStop right now, and that is supposed to release December 10th as well. Marvel Pinball is still available for pre-order from GameStop, and that is $550. That's supposed to release December 15th. I know when we talked last time, I think that had just gone up for pre-order for the most part, or they had just got it back in stock as far as pre-order. It looked like it's been available this whole time, so they must have pretty decent stock of it. I actually did pre-order that one. I personally wanted to hang off for the Attack on Mars one. I could not convince the kids of that, so they had wanted nothing to do with it. that was the one that I wanted, but they wanted the Marvel Pinball, so I went and pre-ordered that. That will also be a Christmas present as well. The Star Wars Pinball is also available now for pre-order. I think last time we talked, that was not up for pre-order yet, but that as well as the Marvel are both $5.50 at GameStop, and I think they're both supposed to ship December 15th. So you can look into either one of those if you want to check out that pinball from GameStop. The Attack on Mars one is still supposed to be this year. They have not released any information as to when that's going to be available. It's supposed to be out this year, but it's looking like it may be 2021. They could drop that at any day. I think they've dropped it on Best Buy of Canada, and it looks like that's supposed to be available in like February or January in Canada. So it's possible that may happen here, but they could surprise us and drop it and say it's going to be available within the next couple weeks. But holding out a faith for that. The X-Men vs. Street Fighter cabinet from Walmart. So that was out of stock last time we checked. Since we talked last, that has come back in stock at Walmart and then sold out again. So I would look out for that. If it looks like they're going to be getting stock in periodically, and they may start having that in stores, because I know some people have actually gotten those. There's been some cabinets that have been leaking out, so those may be available in stores. If you can't find the pre-order, you may be able to find them in stores if you were looking for it. And that was the $400 one. So that's it as far as arcades news. So let's get into some actually Black Friday deals. And I'll go over just highlight some things that I think are the best deals. Some of these are good games, just really good games that are for decent prices that or that's lower than they've been, that I would recommend as being a solid game. Some of them are just so-so games that I think are probably at a better price that they're actually worth as opposed to what they kind of retailed as. So we'll start off with Star Wars Squadrons. So Star Wars Squadrons, I know I did a full playthrough of that. I haven't played much multiplayer recently, but I was playing quite a bit when it came out. I was liking the multiplayer a lot. The campaign is it's so-so, but the multiplayer is really good. And that's going to be $16.99 at GameStop on the PS4. So I would definitely recommend checking that out. That's a great price, $16.99. For the campaign, I think that's what it's worth. But I think you get a lot more of that game as far as the multiplayer. And it's also PSVR compatible, which I kind of want to get a PSVR to check that out. But I've heard the PSVR on that is fantastic. So $16.99 at GameStop, that's a pretty good deal. Let's go to Switch games. So these are some of the Nintendo IPs that normally are $40, $50 or $50, $60 all the time. And you know how they are with their IPs. They don't like to drop them. GameStop is going to have several of those for $26.99, which is ridiculous that they're going to be that cheap. And that's going to be Mario Aces, Yoshi's Crafted World, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and Splatoon 2, and Fire Emblem 3. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Those are really cheap prices. I know some of those games are not, like the Mario Aces and Yoshi's Crafted World. Those are probably where you should be. Those should be $25, $30 games, and those are normally $50, $60. So if for those games, if you're going to grab them, this is when you want to grab them. I may actually grab them there Splatoon 2 because I got multiple Switches, so I can actually play co-op with the kids. So I may actually grab that for that price. But those are going to be $26.99, and that's at GameStop. Now, there's going to be a similar sale at Walmart. Walmart's going to have a bunch of $30 titles. And I think most of these games that I just mentioned at GameStop are also going to be available at Walmart for $30. But the games that they're going to have for $30 that GameStop does not have will be Luigi's Mansion 3, The Legend of Zelda's Link's Awakening, and Super Mario Maker 2. So those for $30. Those three games at Walmart are $30 that are not available at GameStop. But I think all those other games that are $26 will also be available at Walmart. So you can if you only want to go to one place or whatnot, I think most of this will be online. So you can probably just pick and choose where you want to get stuff. But those are all those Switch games that are just the Nintendo IPs that are good prices. Let's get into some of the other ones. So Neo 2 on the PS4, that's going to be $9.99. That's at GameStop and at Best Buy. I'm actually currently playing through that now. That is a long game. It's a very difficult game, very long game, but it's great gameplay. So I can't, if you like a third person action style, I guess action style RPG type of game, that's a good game to get. It's going to give you, there's a lot of great quality, get a lot of gameplay. It's going to be probably a 50, 60, 70 hour game by the time I'm all done with it, but it's pretty challenging. So if you're up for the challenge, $9.99 is a great value. It's a great game. I would definitely look into it. if you're not into those types of games, it's like I said, it's hard, so you may want to pass on it. Ace Combat 7 on the PS4 is $11.99 at GameStop. That's a really good price for that game. Ghost of Tsushima on the PS4 is $39.99 at GameStop and at Best Buy. I'm gonna grab that. I'm waiting for a price drop on that. I haven't seen one yet. There may have been like a $10 price drop that I haven't seen, but I'm gonna grab that. That's probably the number one thing on my list that I'm getting for Black Friday. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time on the PS4 will be $30 at Walmart. That's a great price for that game. It's only been out for I think a month and a half. $30 and that's only at Walmart, like I said. Doom Eternal, and that's on the Xbox, and that's $19.99 from GameStop, Walmart, and Best Buy. So it's the standard price for it. Doesn't None of those places advertise that as being on the PS4, and I'm curious because that game is on. Doom Eternal is a great game, except for Game of the Year. But it's also on Xbox Game Pass. So I'm curious if that's only going to be on the Xbox and not on the PS4 at $20. But however, that is a great price. And if it's on the PS4, I would definitely grab it for $20. I got the Game Pass, so I'll probably hold off on the Xbox version. All right, next up we got NBA 2K Playgrounds 2 on the Nintendo Switch for $9.99 at GameStop. That's a game I actually double purchased on the Switch and on the PS4. I really like that game a lot. It's a lot of fun. Great arcade basketball game for $10 if you don't have that game already. That game is usually $15-20 anyways because it's been out for a while now, but I think that's a great pickup at $10 because I think for $10 you can unlock all the players. So you're talking about $10 for the game, another $10 I think it is to unlock all the players. It's a pretty good price, I think, and worth the purchase. WWE 2K Battlegrounds on the Switch is $19.99 at GameStop as well. I picked it up on the PS4 on launch day. It's okay. It's a $20 title, not a $40 title. So it retailed for $40. At $20, I would recommend it. So I think if you wanted to grab that game and you kind of just didn't want to pay $40, now is the time to grab it at that price. Maneater on the Xbox is $12.99 at GameStop. I had picked it up on the PS4 this summer. The kids actually had a lot of fun with it. It's a mindless, just like game where you swim around as a shark and it's like Hungry Shark on the I guess you could say on the mobile device. And my kids like that a lot. So this game is a lot of fun. It's not a great game. So for $12.99, I think that's a good price for it as opposed to paying $20, $30, $40 for it. It's not a $30 or $40 title. $12.99, that's a really good price for that game. It's a little bit, you can have some fun with it. Then you got the sports titles. There's $26.99 at GameStop. You got your Madden NFL 21, your NBA 2K21. So for those of you who are out for sports games, haven't got them yet, this is the time when you can get good deals on them. That's it as far as games. Now I want to get into Displate. So Displate, you guys know I've kind of been going through and I signed up for a subscription to where there, so I get free shipping, and I've been getting like 3 every month or so. And when you have a membership, I don't even know if you need that membership, but every time I order some, they give me a 30% off coupon that I got used within 30 days. So I just keep ordering it, which works out to be a pretty good price. But if you go to that site standardly without a discount code, they're a little bit pricey. But they have some deals going on for Black Friday. So if you get 1 to 2 Displates, they're 33% off. 3 to 4 is 37% off, and if you get 5 or more, then they're 41% off, which actually makes those a really good deal. So I'm kind of like laying those out in my game room and just designing the walls, and it's fun picking a whole bunch of different ones, and I think it makes a really good atmosphere to the actual game room. I'm still got some space in there I'm filling out, so I'll be collecting them for a while, and I'll see if I may grab a handful of them during this Black Friday, but we'll see. The PS5 and Xbox Series X, they launched. I've yet to get one, so if you're with me and you're frustrated, it's okay. I know I do have some friends that have lucked out and gotten them. So hold out faith. Maybe if you keep trying, it's gonna be. I don't think you're gonna find them in stores. Just keep checking online, but it's very possible it could be next year until we get them, unless you luck out. But just know that you're not alone in that situation. Upcoming releases. So Cotton Reboot. If you don't know what they're doing, a Cotton Reboot on the PS4 and Nintendo Switch, and this is available for sale right now from PlayAsia.com. And it's a remake of Cotton Fantastic Night Dreams, which was released in the arcade and ported to the PC Engine and the PS1. This is a side-scrolling shooter where you kind of like play as it's like a cute 'em up, I guess you could say, where you're sitting on you're like a young little witch riding on a broomstick. But it's a fantastic side-scrolling shooter, and that's going to be available on the PS4 and the Switch. There's an English and a Japanese version, standard edition, limited edition. These all look like they ship out Q1 of 2021. So I'm definitely going to be getting this, but the problem is that Strictly Limited Games is also doing a version of this as well, and they have a standard and like a limited edition. I think their limited edition I like better than the PlayAsia one. It comes with like an art book and stuff like that. So I may hold out for that, but just if you're a fan of shooters, and I know a lot of you guys are, just check those games out. Like I said, you can purchase the one from PlayAsia now. The one from Strictly Limited Games is not available for sale yet, but it probably will be within the next couple weeks. If you want it sooner, I would go the PlayAsia route because that'll probably come early in 2021. Being honest, that one from Strictly Limited probably won't be. You probably won't receive that until like next summer is what I was, and that's probably an early estimate. So, but that looks like a really cool game. It's a remake, like I said, of the arcade classic, and then one released on the PC Engine and PS1. But it's not the one on the Cotton 2, which was released on the Saturn. From what I understand, it's not that one. All right, that was a lot. So, so let's get into actual pickups now. We'll start with this little Harley Quinn statue. So this is a Harley Quinn. It's a resin statue by DC Collectibles. You see this all the time on like Amazon.com. I got a couple of these already. This one is it's sculpted by Alejandro Pereira, I guess you pronounce it. It's based on the designs of Jim Lee, and it's a 7-inch statue. This is my third one of these, kind of like this of this series, I guess you could say, that I have. It's probably my least favorite of the three. The other ones, I do like this one. I got it because it was pretty much 50% off. It's $80, and on Amazon it's marked down to $39.99. It's still available at that price. So I think at that price it's a good pickup. I wouldn't suggest it if it's much higher than that, because it's a little bit smaller than the other ones. And like I said, it doesn't seem as stable as some of the other ones that I have. I really do like it. Like I said, at that price I like it. I just don't know if I'd advise it higher than that. But anyways, I also got this from Amazon as well, and this is a Diamond Select Toys Harley Quinn. This is the Suicide Squad version of her. I don't get many things from Diamond Select Toys. I've gotten a couple things. I think they're good for entry level. Like if you're getting into like collecting statues, they're usually pretty affordable. They're not horrible quality, but I think once you start getting into statues, then you can usually kind of like, I personally like to go for a little bit higher quality. But this one I really like the mold on. So I end up getting it anyways, and it's Harley Quinn. I collect a lot of for Harley Quinn I collect a variant of different like brands. Whereas some of the other stuff I may just get one statue of it and get like a Kotobukiya or something a little bit higher than that even. But this one I really like the mold of. It's really cool because she has this necklace, and the necklace, it's an actual necklace, which I thought was pretty cool. It's not molded on, it's a little chain. And I just like the molding on the back. Like her back is like freaking ripped up. One of the things you'll notice with these is like that the base of this feels kind of like a little bit cheap, and that's kind of like why I don't necessarily like Diamond Select. The quality is not as good as you get on some of your more expensive statues, but at the same time, not everyone can afford. You want to get into statue collecting, you can't necessarily afford some of the ones that are up there. That's a really nice one, I think, for the price, because I think it's around $45, and I think it was on sale for $38 when I got it, and it looks like it's still on sale for like $42, $43. But really cool statue regardless. I did a video on this. This is a Street Fighter swimsuit special collection, so I'll put a link to that book or that review that I did for it. So it's a really good art book. Would definitely highly recommend. All right, so let's get into some more stuff. Okay, so we got the Spider-Man Homecoming Steelbook. This is the original Steelbook that they came out with, and they sold out pretty quickly. Then they came out with kind of like a new art design for a Steelbook, and I really did not like it. It looked really crappy. I missed out on this one. I didn't get it. I don't know why, because I really like having Vulture on the back. Vulture is what I loved about that movie so much. But they re-released this one, and it's on sale for $14.99 from Best Buy, so I would highly recommend it. Like I said, it's a gorgeous Steelbook. It's one that I passed on that really regretted, and I'm just thankful that they came back, and it's actually at an affordable price. Golden Axe on the Sega Genesis. For whatever reason, I have Golden Axe 2. This is part of the 6-pack collection on the Sega Genesis, so for whatever reason, I just had kept procrastinating and passing. Classic arcade style side-scrolling beat 'em up. Finally added it. It was pretty embarrassing that I didn't have that in my collection, but whatever. As a Sega Genesis collector, that should have been in there a long time ago. Forgotten Worlds. This is a side-scrolling shooter. It's based on it's an arcade port to the Sega Genesis, and it's a little bit unique compared to most shooters, to where it's like you're controlling like it's a two-player. You can play it as 2 players, and it's pretty good that way. But you're playing as like a kind of like a guy that's flying around with a jetpack, and you kind of pivot and rotate around 360 degrees and shoot. So it's a really good port. Definitely unique as far as shooters go. Then we got Disney's Pocahontas. This is a 2D kind of like puzzle platformer on the Sega Genesis. It's kind of like more of a forgotten game. The graphics on this are gorgeous. The music is really good. So compared to some of the other Disney games on the Genesis, it's like I said, it's more of like a forgotten game. But it kind of is a slower pace. Kind of like it's more of a puzzle platformer, like I said. But at the same time, it's a good quality game, but it is kind of short as well. I picked up Phantasy Star 2 and 3 on the Sega Genesis. And these are typically, like, these are games, like, admittedly, I tend not to go for games that I wouldn't normally play. I know, I'm well aware of the Phantasy Star series, but it's not the type of game that I would typically play. But being a Sega fan, I kind of wanted to add them to my collection. But I didn't want to pay a good price, and I got this bundles 2 and 3, and then I got the manual for 3, I think for under 40 bucks, and it was a really good price, so I couldn't pass on it. So will I play them? Probably not. But as a Sega collector, at that price, I thought it was worth it to add to the collection regardless. Great baseball on the Sega Master System. I love baseball games, I love arcade style baseball games, and like I collect for the Master System, so it is what it is. Not the best baseball game, but it's not horrible. It's not a horrible one. Next up, we got Haley Wars on the Game Gear, and this is a vertical scrolling shooter on the Game Gear. It's one of the better shooters on the Game Gear, and it's actually pretty affordable. I know there's some more expensive ones on the Game Gear that can go a couple $100. This one goes around 20-ish, 20, 25, maybe even lower than that if you want. But like I said, it's a vertical scrolling shooter, pretty good. Deep Duck Trouble, starring Donald Duck on the Sega Game Gear. It's a 2D platformer. It's not great. It's an average platformer on the Game Gear. There's definitely some better ones, but it's a good looking one, and it's got some good character, being that it's Donald Duck and all. And that's it. And yeah, like I said, I did the video for the Game & Watch review. Like it a lot. The kids actually been playing the crap out of this thing. They come in my room, they keep stealing it all the damn time. So they love it a lot. And oh shoot, that's actually in there wrong. But like I said, go ahead and check the link out. I'll keep talking about it. I'll be talking about it every week, about just making sure you guys go and sign up, and I'll give you updates on that. Like I said, when we get to 900 subs, or if February 28th comes first, and I'll just do the drawing, see who the winner is. But that's it. So go ahead. I'll put the link down in the description. Check it out. And I think that's it, guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Later.